The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to buy time. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Now improvising. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Going up top again. With the catch, it's Haynes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Bussey. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the sideline. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. It's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
To the air, it's Underwood. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or 2 guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets first downs.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the
Ball's out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Quarterback adapting. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Corners are going to bail. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch, because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Buys a little time with his feet. Looking to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Michigan! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Moss. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab. Oh, a lot of space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
Texas A&M 21, Michigan 14.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Texas A&M going quickly. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. QB draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's Reed. Snagged in the middle, it's Bussey. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. How could this happen? Huge mistake, and the defense cashes in with a touch. And they're a point away from tying it up.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the big gain, and they got it on the 46.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Here's the pressure. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the...